flashing lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground, Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings scream the truth we bring, echoed chaos, hearts that sting. Electric veins that feed the roar, harder, faster, crave for more. Dust and sparks ignite the air, shattered silence, do we dare? Tidal force, relentless stream, we're the edge, we're the dream. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Broken screens and flashing lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground, Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings scream the truth we bring, echoed chaos, hearts that sting. Electric veins that feed the roar, harder, faster, crave for more. Dust and sparks ignite the air, shattered silence, do we dare? Tidal force, relentless stream, we're the edge, we're the dream. Feel the fire, feel the fight, flashing lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground, Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings, scream the truth we bring, echoed chaos, hearts that sting. Electric veins that feed the roar, harder, faster, crave for more. Dust and sparks ignite the air, shattered silence, do we dare? Tidal force, relentless stream, we're the edge, we're the dream. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins.
The engine is self-starting.
For launch, GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max,
Go.
Eagle, go. Ecom.
Go pending final steps to cabin link check.
2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
In the night they ride the storm. Eyes of fire, swords of throne. Hear their voice, your power strong. Psychic, Viking women Visions of a mighty blast. In their wake the shadows cast. Psychics lead until the last.
And it did it again. It always switched my microphone over. So hopefully you guys can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Because, yeah, my microphone switched over to the camera and then you can't hear me on the camera. So hopefully you guys can hear me now. Let me know that you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I feel like I'm in the middle of a commercial. So hopefully you guys can hear what is going on. Awesome. Thank you very much. So as I was saying, and I'll repeat myself, even though you guys didn't hear me the first time. So we're going to definitely be getting into some protection issues, protection magic, and things that you can actually do based on issues. And that's going to be the topic in between the readings, of course. So, and I am always open to help you guys with reading. So today we have, of course, channeling. And channeling can just be just about anything. It can focus on anything that's coming up with you to assist you. And of course, I always have the runes as well. So, but yeah, my mic has a tendency sometimes to go, no, the camera wants you. And I'm like, no, I need this. So yeah, it does. So all you guys have to do is let me know that you would like a reading. But we're also, like I said, in between readings, before or after, we're going to get into some protection issues. So if you would like a reading right now, all you have to do is just let me know you'd like a reading. So we're going to say hello to everybody in the chat room right now, and hopefully we'll get a few more in a bit. This is the second show since I've been back, and I'm taking names. I have my pen. So I'm taking names. We have Michelle Wilfong in the house. Hello, hello. We also have Miss Lois Clark. We also have a Raven. Hello, Raven. Denise Mitt. And of course, Miss Linda Nielsen. Which I will see on Tuesdays. You guys don't want to miss that show. It's all about shadow work. So we're going to be talking about shadow work, which is going to be pretty awesome. So yes, now we can hear you. Okay, we have Miss Raven, and then we have Denise, and like I said, anybody else that's in the chat room you'd like a reading, just let me know. Hello, Miss Lois Clark. So we have Lois Clark. So this is going to be a fun show, informational show, and things like that. And anybody else who want a reading, let me know. I can put your name down. So I am going to be working with the deck that I like to channel off of. If you'd like runes instead, just let me know that runes is something that you'd like to have. And then I'll work you through how to work with the runes from a distance. So pretty awesome. So we're going to start right off now with Miss Raven. And yes, I don't have the extra camera because it kind of went crash in between me dropping everything left and right. So Miss Linda Nielsen would love a reading too. I'd love to give you a read. So I'll put Miss Linda on here. Don't forget, Linda is the other host of, and again, we co-host each other, and we are on the Cosmic Cushion podcast on Tuesdays at 3:00. So if you can't watch live, you definitely want to watch the replay. So we're going to get Linda on here as well. And for those of you that don't know, Linda's been a long time listener to the Rift Nation Network, and she was kind of in the background doing the thing, and then she decided to come forward, and she's just like the perfect host for me. Literally, we just like mesh together. We both have really good ideas, and we work very well together. So, if you guys want to try, if anybody out there would like to try, get in contact with Rift Nation Network. You can do that by contacting us at Rift Nation Network, of course, at gmail.com. Or if you're on the Facebook page, then you can send us a message right through there as well. The website and mobile app is being updated as we speak. That's kind of been in the background. So it is awesome. So literally, you guys want to try, you never know. You never know. I mean, literally, I came out from behind the camera to go in the front, so I thought that would never happen. So, it is what it is. All right, so I'm going to start off with Miss Raven right now. And again, the deck I'm using right now is channeling. I'm channeling. I do not have any idea how to read tarot cards, just so you guys know. I don't even know what they mean. I channel every deck I have. Just certain decks I have a stronger connection with than others. Like I can pull out the love deck, but that doesn't mean you're going to get the love information you actually require. And as I go down the list, if you're new and you would like a reading, you're more than welcome to have one. If you would like runes, let me know. I'd like a reading and put runes so I know that you want the runes. Okay, so we're going to start right off with Miss Raven right here. And we're going to see what we got going on. Oh my goodness, Raven, it's time to put your best foot forward. There's no time for you to play like the playfulness and like just looking at things. The way you're looking at things right now needs to be on a more serious front, a more, okay, this is the direction I want to head into. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Time is coming where playtime and procrastination should be in the background. You need to move forward with everything that you have, because you do have these really, really strong creative abilities and ideas. It's time for you to put your face forward, so to speak, like Linda did. Put your best face forward. Okay. There are some things they're saying. There seems to be a bit of things where you're forgetting certain issues. What are we forgetting? I'm going to find that out. You also have invisibility. So it's instead of, a lot of us out there will feel, thank you very much, invisible. And it's not that you're invisible. You need to come out. Literally, you need to come right out in the forefront, right in front of the camera, so to speak, and start talking, start teaching, start allowing people to see you more. Okay, it's going to inspire quite a few people. Thank you. That's what's going on. All right, so now I understand it. So what you need to do is you need to start coming forward. If doing a podcast is something you want to do, it's saying now is the time to go for it. If you're looking to talk about self-help or do arts and crafts or whatever it is that you're meant to do online, it's something that it's time for you to do, but you need individuals to see you as well. You need people to be inspired by you. And a lot of people will get more inspired by seeing the individual over anything else. I mean, cosplay characters are great. I have one myself, but it's really good for gameplay, not so much for podcasts. So allow people to see you, allow them to be inspired by your energy, because your energy around you, there's a lot of blue aura is what I'm being told. And the blue aura has a lot to do for you. It has a lot to do with teaching. So what it is that you're doing, you need to come forward. We need to literally come out of the broom closet, so to speak. And I always call it the broom closet, but come out of the broom closet, allow yourself to shine, because you have so much around you that would help so many others and help you in the process. That would be awesome. General, I will be going offline, but I'll watch the replay. Okay, Lois, thank you very much, honey. All right, now we have Denise. So any other questions, just let me know, Raven, after I go through who's ever here. We can get into that. All right, now we have Denise Mitz. Denise Mitz, we are doing a general for you as well. And don't forget, stay tuned, guys, because you don't want to miss some of the protection that I do have coming up. And if you've just tuned in and you'd like a reading, let me know that you're regular, just say reading and I will channel you. And if you'd like runes to get a little bit of direction, we can do the runes as well. But after we do some readings, we're going to get into some issues with protection. Not actually going to be performing magic today. We're going to be learning about what we need to do to prepare for this and things we can do as far as protection. So it's pretty awesome here. All right. Your energy is a little bit on the low side right now. You have a lot of messages coming through. What's going on here? Hold on. Okay. Your energy is really on the low side. It's like you're in your reserve, so to speak. If you were a car, I'd say you're on reserve fuel and it's time to refuel. So I would definitely go somewhere where you feel like your batteries are being recharged, because I'm not seeing intense energy with you. Also, light some candles, do some fire gazing, campfire out back. If you can light a fire outside your house, that is always good. And if not, utilize candles within your house if you could do that, because your fire energy is a little bit on the low side. They're saying that's why the energy level is a little low. We need to build up a little bit more of the fire that's actually happening. But as far as your dreams and wishes, thank you. What's holding you off right now is it's time to let go of everything. Everybody usually says, okay, I've done this, I've done that. I have that, and I've worked through all this, but there's always something. Every individual keeps buried in the background. So you literally need to do a little bit more shadow work. Allow this to come forward. Allow yourself to heal from it. Some memories are easier than others to have the ability to be able to heal, but it's something that needs to be done. So we need to do that right now. You need to learn that. Look for double digit numbers with you. Double digits is something that's really going well. You will have a lot more messages. So letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, doesn't pay you rent, kick it out. I'm sorry. It's like the way I look at it. If it's in my head and they give me rent, okay, it's leaving. It's not worth it. So do that. And that I deal with that as far as memories. But you do have a lot of messages coming in, but it's almost like daydream type messages, if you can understand that. And again, I'm talking to Denise Mitz right now for those that are listening in. It's like dream type messages. They're like flashes and things that are starting to come to you. You are opening up, but it's definitely your energy level that we're going to be working on. Part of protection today deals a lot with having the energy to be able to do it. We need to make sure our energy level is at a decent side as well. So the messages will become clearer, more predominant, but we need to work on your energy level and not be so scattered, or not scattered. Build that up. It's time for you to go get a battery recharge, wherever that is. For me, it's the ocean. I just love to sit at the ocean, at night and just stick my feet there and it just recharges my batteries. Sometimes I drive through the woods. Just getting out there in nature helps me. So whatever it is that assists you right now to help you to rebuild, it's something that you need to do. Okay. And that was for Denise Mitz. Now we have Miss Lois Clark, who's going on and offline. And then we have Miss Linda. And then after that, we're going to get into some protection. Protection. Okay, is what we're going to do. So this is for Miss Lois Clark. It is 12:17 as a time thing going on here. And I know that she won't answer. I know my internet's been going in and out, so hopefully I am still here today. Ooh, okay. You have a lot of really good things coming you right now. Your energy level, as far as spiritual energy level, is at a high. Denise Mintz says, thank you. You're welcome, honey. If you have any other questions after I finish with Linda, please feel free to let me know. But we're going to definitely get into some protection. And again, this is for Miss Lois Clark. We have a lot of meditation around you. So if it's something, Lois, that you haven't been doing right now as far as meditation, you need to get back into that. You need to have that focus, that still time within the mind. That's what it is. The still time within the mind is meditation. It's just focusing literally on one thing. For those that don't know how to meditate, you can just focus on how you breathe. Whether when you breathe up and down with your chest or in and out. It's really very easy to help you to start the focus in order to have that ability to meditate. Meditation will probably come up when Linda and I do hypnotherapy. I think that's one of the shows we're going to be doing. You also need to stop denying yourself things. It's really, really good. Hello, freaking awesome. How you doing? So we have the freaking awesome paranormal show, which is also on our network on Tuesday nights. That'll actually be here. So stop denying yourself. Literally, it's okay to splurge. It's okay to go out and do something just for yourself for no other reason, just because. We all need that every now and then. It's not that you're putting yourself before other people, but sometimes we just need that. Sometimes it's not material things or aspects of that. Sometimes it's just going somewhere that makes you feel good, or just going to get your hair done when you never do, or getting a pedicure because it'll make your feet feel good, or just going and sitting in the woods if that's what you like, or sitting by the ocean. You need to stop denying yourself those happy moments. That happy time is what they're actually talking about. Okay. But what we have is, because of that, that's where the sense of I don't exactly know where I belong. And again, this is for Miss Lois Clark. We have that issues and that emotions about I'm not sure where it is that I belong, where I need to be. It's almost like a part of you is feeling lost. If you can understand that, I really hate allergies. A part of you is actually feeling lost, is what we're actually saying right here. Yeah, it's time to get the passion for life going. Okay, you need to be more passionate about you and your life, because if you're not healthy, you can't take care of anybody else. You can't. You have to take care of ourselves. That's not being selfish. That's being honest with ourselves as individuals. Also, be honest with yourself. Okay, and that's the thing. If you can do something, do it. If you can't, don't. If you think you can learn it, let somebody know. Be 100% honest with yourself. It's okay not to be perfect. Actually, not perfect people are a heck of a lot more cooler than people that are perfect. I'm sorry, this is the way that I think there. So learn to do those things for yourself, and it's going to help you out. Hello, Miss Heidi. Hello, hello. All right, we have Miss Linda Nielsen here. So we're going to do Miss Linda Nielsen. That was Miss Lois Clark. Now we have Linda. And again, we're going to get into some protection stuff. Anybody else would like a reading? Linda is the last one on the list. Please feel free to let me know. We do have options. We have the deck I channel off of. I do not read tarot cards. I don't even know what they mean. So I channel everything I do. Guides tell me what to say through the cards, and that's what I say. We also have runes. If you have a particular question, you do not have to even post the question. You just think the question yourself, and the runes will actually guide you. So I give you the answer, and I won't even know what the question is. So that's what it is. All right, so this is again for Miss Linda. And now they want me to separate this. I don't ask, I just do. All right, here we go, Miss Linda. All right. Okay. You, believe it or not, I don't know what you were thinking about at the time, but you are heading in the right direction. You are definitely heading in the right direction right now. Your energy might feel a little bit low, but that's because we need to reconnect you to the earth. Okay. Earth energy, literally. Earth bathing is just walking barefoot, which these are things you actually very know. But your instincts, your intuition, and your visions are a little bit on the backside, but that has a lot to do with the fact that your energy is running too much around you. You need to rebuild your own energy right now. So, and again, that's something easy that will happen. There's like the direction you're heading into is awesome. It's not gonna, literally not much movement, not much anything happening there. Fire energy is a little low. So if you're feeling off, we have a little bit low on the elemental sides, and that can be an easy fix. Literally light candles correspondent of the elements. If you feel like there's no movement, get out in the wind. If there's no wind, then you light yourself a nice yellow candle, or sandalwood is another one that's good for that as well. So there are definitely things that you can do to help yourself. The fire energy, easy. Light a candle, a red candle. Go get outside beside a bonfire. That's going to help rebuild that as well. Earth energy, grounding, and all of us, even Linda, know. But sometimes us as individuals, we have a tendency to take care of others and other things before we take care of ourselves. So let's all of us not forget ourselves. Do not forget ourselves. Okay? Remember to take care of us too. Oh, Mr. Brolick just popped in from YouTube. Hello, hello. So we have openings here, guys. I can get into the protection aspect as possible. Anybody that would like a reading, please let me know. If you'd like a regular reading, just say reading. And if you have a question for the runes, let me know. I have the rune deck, because throwing stones across your deck during a live when you have all this stuff in front of you, not a good idea. So Mr. Brolick, I know, would like a reading. Now, Miss Heidi, if you'd like one, please feel free to let me know if you just like a regular reading, or if you have a question for the runes too. Just let me know. And as always, I am Susan, the Viking Celtic Pixie, on the Rift Nation Network. Now, we have a bunch of really awesome shows here, is what we have. So I'm asking a question. Think about your question there, Mr. Brolick. And he's over on YouTube. Heidi's also over on YouTube. Linda is over on Facebook. Freaking Awesome is also over on YouTube as well. So we have many channels. And for those that are listening on the replay and you'd like to be a part of the studio on its audience here, come over to Facebook, come over to YouTube, Twitch. We also have Rumble right now, so come on over. It's the Rift Nation Network. You can actually find us right there. Brolick says, I'd like mine on what's coming with career, please. Okay, let's see what the cards say. Career. Gratitude, Heidi says. Thank you so much. So let's see. It's saying shuffle again. Okay, career. Let's focus on career. All right. I see something new but old coming, and I don't know how to actually explain that. General, okay? Heidi would like a general too. Write Heidi down. Heidi. Okay, so I do see something new but old. It's almost like something you've already done, but it's like a fresh idea, if you can understand that. It's like, say, if you were into building cars, all of a sudden you have this really awesome idea that's going to catch on to a bunch of other people type situation going on. It's like, okay, you designed something for a car and then all of a sudden everybody wants it type thing. So I do see that the ideas are there. Okay, they need to start coming out is what they need to do. You need to find a place that will looks forward to the brilliant ideas, that looks forward to you having that ability to be able to expand your mind. Creativity. Thank you. That's the name for it. Allow the creativity. I do see that there are individuals around you right now that aren't as loyal as you think they are. So you need to watch your back at work. So if you have a creative idea, make sure that you copyright it yourself, which is write it down, mail it back to yourself. Don't open the letter, because then you have the proof in court about when you sent the letter. It's called the poor man's copyright. I don't know why I'm supposed to tell you that, but I am. So this way your ideas stay with you. Because what's going to happen is when we have the unloyal people, that makes you hesitant to open and shine. And right now, I want you to be able to shine. I don't see that you have anything negative to let go of, but I do see these awesome, beautiful, creative ideas that need to come out. You need to develop that passion. And somebody might differentiate with some situations that are happening, but the yin and yang aspect of things are going to balance themselves out. So you need to continue with what's happening. So allow yourself to have that creative force coming out in the work environment. It's really going to help you shine in the long run. Just make sure that you're careful who you share your ideas with, the head boss, yes. But sharing it through a chain reaction might actually, you might lose the aspect of who actually created the idea, is what we're saying. So we want it to go to the higher level, is where we want this ideas to go, if you can understand that. Hopefully you understood that. That was for Mr. Brolick. Then we have Miss Heidi. Miss Heidi. Miss Heidi is an awesome, awesome person. She constantly shares out every show on the Rift Nation Network. She is really very sweet and kind and helpful. So let's see what we got going on here. I think Heidi's the last one. Let me get into some of the protection stuff that I was talking about. And again, we're going to start off with, grounding. Because there are certain things that need to be done in order to build up your energy level. So we'll get into some protection aspects. You're welcome, honey. All right. This is Miss Heidi. Miss Heidi, what do we have here for you? All right. Okay, Heidi, I'm sorry. Same old, same old. I don't see anything new coming your way. I do see that energy levels spiritually might be on a little bit of an overloaded circuit. Yeah. So we have a definite overloaded circuit going on here. But you have the strength to get through this. There is nothing and no one that can push you down. Think of it as you're going into mama bear mode, and people better watch out. So, because it's not going to be a good thing for other people that cross your path in not a good way. Just so you know that. So we have this happen. Okay, the only thing as far as yourself is, do not allow other people's poopy to bring you down, bring your self-esteem down, because that's how other people feel. That's not you. So don't absorb other people's poopy, because I can't say the other words. I got to say poopy. So don't allow other people's poop to be you. You need to stop absorbing it. You need to set up stronger boundary shields for yourself, because you do have a tendency to absorb what you think other people are saying about you. Sometimes, honey, you need to look into your empathic side and shore up your defenses, is what they're saying. Because sometimes, thank you very much, they're saying that some of these feelings you have aren't the way people feel about you. It's how they're feeling about themselves, but you're absorbing. So if you're not an empath, you are. And what you need to do is you need to have that ability to be able to shore those up a bit. So definitely look into, you're like a sponge girl. You really are. You got to stop absorbing other people's stuff, because it's not yours. It's not really worth what's actually happening for you right now. So let's see. We have this Velma. Velma, how you been? How you doing? Yes, it's been a while. I had to take a bit of a break in order to get myself balanced. And hello, Miss Angelina. How are we? And again, anybody that wants a reading, you just let me know you want a reading. General will be channeled. If you have a specific question or direction, we can ask the runes. Now, the runes are done slightly differently. Yes, I do channel the information, but they're done slightly differently. They work off of your resonance, your energy level. So you think of the question. You don't even have to type it in chat. You think of the actual question that you have. Runes will actually guide you to what could be coming to you and some of the obstacles we need to look at. Miss Heidi says, I resonate with your words. I'm definitely an empath. Yeah, you need to shore up those defenses. Thank you very much. I have a poster for a reminder. Oh my God, me too. Everything's next to my coffee pot, because that's the first place I hide. And then we have, thank you, Susan. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. So Velma, if you'd like a reading, let me know if you want the runes or if you want the regular one. Now, Angelina, you want the regular channel deck on? You'd like a reading as well. Velma would like a reading. So let's see. Angie, if you want the channeling, let me know. Oh, is your marriage over? Okay. I need to know if you want the runes or if you want the channeling deck. So I know Velma usually does the channeling. So we'll do the channeling deck on Velma. Angie, you just let me know. This is the deck I channel off of, even though you can't really see it. And these are actual rune cards because throwing things over my desk is not a good idea. So let's see. Whiteboard. Yeah, sometimes I forget to get a cloth and I do this and then I go, oh, because you get the black all over your paper. So. All right, we're going to do Mr. Velma first. It's nice to see you again. It's been a long time, but I'm back up and it will be Saturdays from now on. Daytime shows are much easier for me. So let's see, Mr. Velma. And Angie, if you want the runes, you can let me know and I will funnel the runes in the directions and things that should be done for you. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got going on. This is for Velma over on YouTube. Okay. Velma, you have a lot of choices coming your way. Oh, first time here. Welcome, welcome. I will talk to you in a minute before we read. We're going to get into Velma first, and then I'll let you know how this works. So welcome aboard to the Rift Nation Network. Okay, so you have a lot of choices coming up. And again, it's kind of like a yin and yang, light and dark, but sometimes the light and dark brings us to what is known as the gray field, the shadow, the gray field. That's walking in between light and dark. And sometimes we have a tendency to actually do that. So you do have these choices that are coming up for you. And again, I'm sensing that they're more personal choices than anything else. But a part of you is feeling trapped, caged, like you're not able to move. But believe it or not, this cage is easily slipped open. You are trapping yourself into a situation. And we have a tendency to do that as individuals. So you're trapping yourself in a particular situation. Threes, for some reason, are very important to you. Okay, so we do have threes. Yeah, because all right, in your particular situation, you, like I said, you have this ability to get yourself out of this cage. What you need is you need to make a decision. And that's why we're coming up with the choices of the yin and yang card, which is the dark and light. Okay, we have this coming on because we need that. We need to say, okay, I'm going to go this way, or I'm going to go this way, or I'm going to do this, but you need to follow through. Okay, that's the only way. Once you make that decision and you have that follow through, you'll be able to unflick the cage. You'll be able to unflick it and you will feel so much better and so much freer. Don't allow other people to influence your decision. If you need to take that time and sit back, take that time, go to the place where you feel most meditative, not depressed, meditative, what lifts you up. Make that decision. Write it out on paper if you have to. Type it up on a computer if that's the way that you work. But take the good and the bad in every situation. That'll help you be able to move forward if you can understand that. Okay? So don't give up. Make your decision. Unchain that cage and go forward is what we have. All right. Miss Angelina. I want to call you Angie. I don't know why, Miss Angelina. Okay, so what we have is I channel. I don't read tarot cards. I have no idea what a tarot card actually means. All the information I get comes directly from Spirit. So they come through. We have a couple of different ways we can actually do this for you, okay? We have, again, the deck I channel off of, or we can refocus because, yes, I am part, Viking, Dane, whatever you want to call it. We can channel through the runes with a specific question. All you just think of the question while I deal the rune cards. It gives you the direction that you need to take. So if you want the general channel, or if you need a direction about what it is that you should do, then I do recommend the runes. So you let me know which one you want. Let's see, Michelle Wilfong, you're listening on earbuds. Peace and harmony, everyone. Oh, thank you. So we're talking to Miss Angelina. And again, I don't always say last names over on Facebook. If you would like, you have a specific direction, first time here. I have no idea who you are and I can't answer that. Sorry about that. So we're going to, you know what? Your first time here, I don't think anybody else wants Yes, that's the feeling. Okay, Miss Angelina is still here. Are you still here, honey? I don't know who you are. Okay, Miss Angelina, first time here over on Facebook. Are you still here? Okay. You need direction. Okay, we're going to work on think of your question in your head. Think of your question. We're going to do a 5-card spread on the runes. I had a feeling you need the runes. What the runes do is they guide you through what's actually coming. So I think instead of the 5-card spread, I think we're going to use the 6th one here. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to use the runic cross for you right now. And I'm going to put these out, and then we're going to explain. I'm going to explain what it is that's actually happening with the cards, okay? So just continue to think of your question. Just maintain it in your head, and you just develop a connection there as well. All right. Let's see. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3. This is over here. We have 3, we have 4. This is 5, and this is 6. That's the only thing about having a small desk. All right. First of all, we have Heligas. Heligas is a representation of a hailstorm. Okay. Now, this is the past. This particular card that we're talking about is the past, not the present, the actual past. So we're dealing with a lot of delays, a lot of shadow, a lot of risks, a lot of things not happening. So think of Heligas as a hailstorm actually happening with those big balls. Things never, everything is delayed. It's not happening the way that we actually need it to. And again, the past is everything is just chaotic. Okay, so the energy is definitely unnerving. That's actually coming towards you. Now that's Heligas. That's in the past. Now position 2, and again, I don't do this one that much, so that's why I have to look at my little cheat sheet of what the spread means. I have several different spreads. Now, what we have is the present situation. In the present situation, we have what is known as now these. Now, now these is what it's actually called. I know it looks backwards to you guys. I should probably backwards this thing in order to help you guys out. Now, when we're working at this particular one, I'm having a brain fart, so give me a second. Okay. This deals with obstacles. All right. So in the present situation, there are certain stresses, obstacles, and necessities. Things that have to happen in order to get to where we need to. So this rune is telling you right now you have a lot of obstacles in your way. So continue focusing on your question. So these are your obstacles. So your obstacles are letting you know that these is omens, but what you need to develop is patience. Sometimes things take time. So now these is letting you know, because of these omens, these stressors, these obstacles, all these things that are necessary, the one thing that needs to be developed is patience. Right now, start with patience. Okay, find a way to just, okay, take that calm breath. Now we're going to go over to Inguas. Inguas, third position is how you will enslave the future, which means how and the direction you need to move forward. So we know that we had the hailstorm in the past. Then we know that with now these, we had issues where we need to develop these patients. Okay, now we have Inguas coming into play. Now Inguas comes into play, and it's talking about how you actually enslave the future, what things we need to do emotionally, physically, mentally, it all depends, that we need to do in order to have this future to come forward. And again, I'm seeing freedom, I'm seeing conclusions, and again, I'm seeing consequences. So what they're saying is this here, as far as the future, we have consequences coming. And again, the consequences are coming from actions, but I'm also seeing a lot of freedom. which is a lot of like finally able to breathe type situation. So there's definitely freedom coming. So we need to figure this out. We might throw some channeling cards on this one as well. So I'm going to pull this card aside because you enslaving the future by freedom, which I'm not really understanding. But sometimes, again, oh, thank you very much. Somebody just said something in my head. If we allow people sometimes freedom to be able to, do whatever, people sometimes have a tendency to strangle themselves with it because nobody's fighting for me, nobody's doing this, that type of situation. That does happen. We're going to get into 4, which is Dagas. Okay, the 4th position is obstacles and possible problems that are going to be coming towards you. Nope, that's the background reason for the matters at hand. In the 4th position, we're talking about the background reason for the matters at hand. Okay, and it has to do with growth. It has a lot to do with growth and breakthroughs. How does it have to deal with growth? Okay, when we're dealing with this situation, okay, there seems to be an issue with growth. 2 individuals needing to grow together in a certain direction. Okay, this is the reason right here that everything is happening. I'm not seeing a meshing of growth together. Now, this particular card isn't upside down, so that's a good thing. So what it's letting you know is if you know the obstacle of what's coming towards you, sometimes it's easier for you to understand it and actually deal with that. Okay, so now we're going to get into 5, which is Othello. Sorry. All right. Yeah, I know sometimes I got to sing the runes because that's the way that it actually happens. Othello deals with home, also deals with prosperity. It deals with heritage, dwellings. Let's see. This one is the obstacles and possible problems. So the problems, the problems have to deal with home, which means that things are not going smoothly right now. Okay, so why aren't they going smoothly? Okay. Thank you. All right. So what we need to look at right now is we need to see what's happening at home. Almost like outside influences are affecting things. Like heritage. It's like, say if 2 people are a couple, sometimes people have overpowering mother-in-laws, overpowering sisters or family. That seems to be the obstacles and the problems are surrounding by that situation. That seems to be the obstacles. Now, we have the last one, which is Gabo. Now, Gabo is the eventual outcome. And then I want to draw a channeling card based on some of these runes to get a little bit more clarity on one of them. Okay, Gabo looks like an X. Just so you know, Gable. Okay, so Gable's coming into play right now. And oh my God, I'm having a brain fart on this one. Gabo, gift, planters, love. Oh, okay. So work through, this is good news. Work through the situations and things that we talked about in this. And the final outcome, if you heed the direction that the runes are actually giving you, this is good. This is a gift. Gabo's a gift. So what we have is love. We have a lot of good fortune. We have a lot of divine energy. So your original question is there's hope. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of gifts. There's a lot of positive things coming. It's learning to unite is what it actually is. Learning to unite. Because even though we're seeing freedom and consequences, I'm seeing the end in a positive manner. So, but why? What's happening? I'm seeing a positivity coming. Let me just pull out the Inguas, because we had Inguas. That's actually the runes. That was for Angelina. You're welcome very much, Velma. So we had Inguas, which was talking about freedom. I'm not understanding this. It's the marriage is not ending. It wasn't upside down. That's not what it's saying. Okay, there's hope. That's what Ingwaz is trying to tell you. Freedom is hope. So you have the freedom to hope. Oh, that makes sense. Try to have a little bit of fun, playful, silly. Sometimes people can be a little too serious. We don't want that. We sometimes need that little fun, that little silliness, that little goofiness, just to take that break from reality. And what it does is it helps recharge us so we can refocus on things that are happening. And I think patience came up as well. That's why. So have patience, have a little fun, allow things to actually progress. So follow the rune's directions. The outcome will be positive. But I'm seeing hope and playfulness coming up as well. So I do see that. But definitely less seriousness, whoever the serious one is, a little bit more playful in order to help guide you is what's actually happening. And that was the Celtic cross one is what we're actually happening. So we have about 11 minutes left on the podcast right now. And I think I've done, hopefully, Angelina, that helps you out a bit. If you need more clarity, please let me know. We're going to get over to talk about some of the other issues. Now, protection. Okay, one of the things that we actually need to do as far as is keep ourselves safe. There's a lot of different things we can do. And one of them that I've talked about numerous times before on many podcasts is having the ability to bubble yourself. And what it does is it keeps your energy safe. But the one mistake people make, when will I get my job? This is Mausam. If you're looking for an exact date, that I cannot do unless the spirits tell me. They give me numbers, but they won't give me an exact date. I don't know why. You're welcome, honey. Okay, so one of the issues with protections, Mausam over on YouTube, please let me know if you want a general about a, general timeline, but I can't give you an exact date, just to let you know. Okay, you keep saying, when will I get my job? All right. We have runes. We have channeling, and then we have runes. Okay? So if you want a general, please let me know. If you want to ask the runes of questions, please feel free to let me know. So as far as protection, what I want you guys to do first is don't bubble yourself. And the reason you don't create a bubble over you is because you're going to trap in things and general. Thank you. Timeline work. Okay. I'll get to you in 1 second. So what I need you to do is to start with a solid white on the side of your body. And this solid white pin is going to grow into a bubble. And as you grow it into a bubble, it's going to grow to the height of you. Okay. Allow this bubble to grow to the height of you on the side of you. Whether you're right-handed or left-handed, allow it to grow on your predominant side. Allow this bubble to grow until it's actually the size of your body. Then bring the bubble over you. And the reason you do it that way is because if you're bubbling yourself, you're going to trap everything inside. We want purity. We want the bubble to be purity of white light. We want honesty. We want the negativity to leave. So if the negativity has to be attached through little feelers, we're going to cut them off by allowing that bubble to actually happen. Okay. So I'm going to general face around work. If I get a number, I'll let you know. Just so you know, I'm a very honest individual. I don't know if I've ever read you before. Okay, we're working on work. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. All right, there is definitely something coming. It's like a conclusion, and I'm seeing the numbers 1 and 2, and I have no idea what that actually means, but something's going to come to a conclusion either on 12 or 21. Like I said, I don't always get things. I always get numbers. What we need right now is that enthusiastic type energy because it seems to be a bit on the low side. So in order for your things to be able to move forward. You need to get a little bit more energy. Grounding work would be something that would benefit you for that. But I do see a conclusion coming, whether it's positive or negative. I'm not sure. But you need to have a lot of passion for what it is that the direction you're actually working into right now. And when I say passion, I mean positive passion towards maintaining the goals that you're actually looking for right now. But you also, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. You also need to be able to deflect the negativity is what happens. Sometimes we have a lot of negative things around us, and we have a tendency to absorb the negativity. And when we absorb the negativity, that's what the universe thinks you want. So we need to get rid of that. You need to not absorb it. If somebody says something negative, let it go. It's not worth it. There is no reason. If somebody's going to come up and say, hey, I think you're ugly, here's $1 million to think that. Oh, okay, sure, you're paying me, I'll do it. But if they're not literally doing something like this, and I know it sounds ridiculous, you need to let it go, because that's going to affect what's coming to you. And again, I keep seeing 12. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm not exactly sure. It could be 12, it could be 22, it could be a month, a date, a year. I do not know. Okay, so allow this to actually coming now, because we're not deflecting the spiritual energy that you have coming in is a little bit on the low side. You desperately need to ground. You need to, honey, if you're a girl, put on your Wonder Woman bracelets and defect that shit. You know, if you're a guy, put on some Superman things and just like, yeah, get away from me. Don't allow these things to actually come forward in you. All right. Develop that passion. Let go of the crap. It's not your crap or poop. Sorry, said it. It's not your poop. Allow the poop to go. Allow the poop to go. And that's pretty much the message that I have for you there. Oh my goodness, we have 5 minutes left. What do we have going on? Let's see. Miss Heidi says, I found that using mirrors is a game changer, reflecting their energy back to them. Yes, very true. Very, very true. Denise Smith says, I will have to go watch the rest of the show when I get back home. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. Thanks for sharing, and welcome back. Have a great day. Thank you so much. I'm doing much better now. So, Kelly Carell. All right. We have Miss Denise also says, most times it's the person talking shit about their own insecurities. Yes, it is. And empaths have a tendency to absorb, because they're not sure we're an empath. We're saying we're picking up on these emotions. You automatically think it's about you. And it's a really, really hard thing to actually block that. Black tourmaline helps that. Salt in your house actually does that. Oh my God. Yes, Miss Kelly Carell, I would love to. Yes, I am back. Yes, it is going to be on Saturdays at 12 o'clock. The other show that I will be doing, Cosmic Cushion Podcast, it will be with Miss Linda Nielsen. And we had such a good time last week, and that show will be at 3 o'clock on Tuesdays. So we're going to get into Miss Kelly Carell. Don't forget, guys, sage, salt. Salt actually naturally helps you get rid of things. It really does. Salt will absorb negative energy. So it's a really good thing to do. I'm outie. I'm outie swearing closet today. There you go. Hello, Michelle Plummer. Oh, thank you so much. Michelle Plummer says, just found this show and everything you said is so relevant. Thank you. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. So we have time. This is Miss Kelly Carell. So, but yeah, and if you watch the other show on Tuesday, you find out where I went and why. So, but we're not going to get into that too much. Kelly, you need to take a little bit of risks here, honey. You've had a lot of focus, a lot of energy heading into a particular direction, okay? But now it's time to take that leap of faith, so to speak. That leap of faith, that leap of honesty. Allow yourself to do that. Jump off that, you never know. Literally, jump off the cliff, you're going to develop wings. That's the type of energy we're talking about right here, okay? The vision side of things, as far as spiritual, Spiritual visions are definitely on a low keel and a calm because you seem to be more earthbound at the moment. So, what it is that you're seeing isn't coming from spirit right now. It could just be fears. It just could be that things are so busy. All of these things in your head are just working and saying you're seeing this, you're not. So, you needed to know that. So, it's just fear. It's not reality of things that you're actually seeing. So, do take those risks. And unless you get confirmation about things, I wouldn't worry about some of the things we're either seeing or daydreaming or dreaming. It's not coming from spirit right now. But you do have the energy. You have a lot of sevens around you. Oh, Miss Destiny V. You have a lot of sevens around you right now. So this is a pretty awesome situation of things that are coming towards you and happening. Okay. So allow this energy and things to happen as far as you deal with that. Take that risk, honey. Take that leap of faith. These are things that are coming. Hello, Miss Destiny V. I got 1 minute to go off, but if Miss Destiny V would like a reading, I've been more than happy to give you a reading or draw a card. How are you today? Okay, I'm out of the sweary closet today. That's what Miss Heidi says. Yep, the show ends in 1 minute, and so let me know. But if somebody would like a quick card, I'd be more than happy to give them a quick card. Good. Thank you so much, Kelly. Kelly Carell says, yay, thank you. I needed that. You're welcome. You're welcome very much. It feels good to be back. I have a lot of vitamin aspects of things that are actually happening right now. So I do feel much better and much more stronger and a lot less pain in the back, which is pretty awesome. Okay, Destiny V, we're going to read you before we shut this off. Nobody's behind me anyways. So let's see. This is amusing. Let me separate Des. Okay, let's see what we got going on. All right. All right. We're doing a general with the channeling deck. All right. I do see a lot of passion right now, but you need to be careful of the risks you take. You need to maintain focus right now. So allow things, there is a delay, allow things to check, double check, and recheck situations. Do not take a sudden risk. It's not going to work out in your benefit. And I'm also seeing that the energy level within you is on a little bit on the low side. You desperately need some grounding energy and some you time as far as something fun. Seeing a 4 around you. I do see passion, which is good. And I'm seeing somebody sticking to a bond or an oath, which is also good. But you've got to be careful with your risks. You need to really pay attention to what's coming to you. And I'm also seeing that your visions are coming in. You have a lot of spiritual energy right here. Okay? You have a lot of visions coming into play. Things are going to be happening. They might be a little bit confusing. But that's okay. Allow them to come down. Dream journal, psychic journal, vision journal, whatever you want to call it. You need to start writing those things down because they're going to come to play after. And you're not invisible. You feel invisible sometimes, but you're not. Sometimes life gets in the way of people, individuals, places, and things, okay? But you're not indivisible. You need to allow yourself to shine. You need to give yourself some credit. You need to allow yourself to actually move forward, if you can understand that. All right? You're denying yourself a lot of good things coming to you, girl. You do have a little bit of chaotic energy coming. You really need to be careful, okay? So what we have going on right here is your risk card is in the upside down position. And then we have chaos that's trapping on top of that. So be careful. Literally, look both ways when you cross the street. Make sure you unplug something or shut the stove off. This is the type that we're actually talking about right now. So allow yourself to really pay attention. But as far as what's coming in, you have a lot of positive things actually coming in. So allow your intuition, thank you is another way to put it, allow your intuition, a sixth sense, to come forward to help you. Okay, allow this to come forward to help you out. All right, guys, I'm going to call this off. I have no idea who called me, so I will check that message in a minute. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I will see you here on Tuesday with Miss Linda. We're doing the Cosmic Cushion podcast. And don't forget to check it out. We have the Orion Effect on Sunday. So don't forget to check all the shows out on the Rift Nation Network. If you're listening in, you want to be part of the studio audience. Awesomeness. What you need to do is just come on over to YouTube and Twitch and look for the Rift Nation Network. You can be part of the studio audience as well. If you're interested in actually doing a podcast, or you want to be a co-host on someone's show, literally let us know, guys. I mean, we'd be happy to give you a chance, to give you a shout out. I mean, you could be a guest, you could be a host. So we have all these pretty awesome, positive situations coming towards you. So again, I want to say, peace out, guys. Peace out. Thank you so much for tuning in. Where is that? There you go. Peace. Later.